Alright, hi. Motor power and equipment 203, passenger equipment safety standards module 6, passenger equipment safety standards subpart E, specific requirements design standard for Terrier 2 module 6. Module objectives apply FRA passenger equipment safety standards where the inspection passenger equipment identified a deviation from standards. Scope 238.401, unless otherwise noted, the specific items presented with the following slides apply with the Terrier 2 equipment at operating the speeds at least 125 miles an hour but not exceeding 150 miles an hour. Alright, structural requirement, crash energy management 238.403, longitudinal stack compressive strength 238.405, anti-climbing mechanism 238.407, the forward end structure of the power car and cab 238.409, rear end structure of the power car and cabs 238.411, end structure of the trailer cars 238.413, rollover strength 238.415, side loads 238.417, truck to car body truck to component attachment 238.419, glazing 238.421, fuel tanks 238.423, electrical system 238.425, suspension system 238.427, safety appliances 238.429, braking system 238.431, drafting system 238.433, interior fittings and surfaces 238.435, then emergency communication 238.437, the doors 238.439, emergency roof entrance location 238.441, headlights 238.443, automatic monitoring 238.445, train operating controls and power car cab layout 238.447. Structural requirements validation, with a few exemption excluding for the post-collision, the derailment, investigation of the structural design components requirement that cannot be validated by casual observation. Many of the structural standards incorporated with the tool with the design to meet but exceed the specific load criteria during collision and derailment. These criteria are based on the empirical analysis mathematical models, but generally will not require validation by a FRA field inspector. Anti-climbing mechanisms 238.407, each power car shall be equipped with an anti-climbing mechanism at the forward end. Truck car body attachment 238.419, each truck shall be equipped with a truck and car body attachment. Glazing 238.421, complying with the impact criteria contained within section addition with the following with requirements each end of the facing glazing with permanently clear marked material with the words FRA type of the IHP, name of the manufacturer, type of the brand, identification of the material. Glazing continue with the older equipment type Terrier 2 passenger equipment ordered prior to the May 12, 1999 may comply with the alternative requirement to with the requirement described at the previous slide until the window is replaced if the railroad has exhausted the inventory replacement window has held as May 12, 1999. Glazing alternative requirements. Complying with the impact criteria contained within the section in addition with the following requirements at each end of the facing side facing glazing. Permanent clearly marked material with the words FRA type IH over each of the end of the facing glaze. Permanently with the clearly marked with the material with the words FRA type IIH each side facing glaze. Name of the manufacturer, type of the brand, identification of the material. Glazing continued. Each exterior window of the power cab or power passenger car will remain with the place where the subject of the force due to the air pressure difference with the two trains passing in the opposite direction, minimum separation, travel the maximum authorized speed. Each car meets the requirements of this section shall be stenciled with the interior wall fully equipped with the FRA Part 238 glazing or similar words at least 3/8 of an inch high. Electrical system 238.425 of the main propulsion power line with it shall be protected with the lightning arrestor, automatic circuit breaker, overload relay with the overload protection of the device shall be have with the enclosure design with specifically for that purpose of the arch chute with the vented with directly with the outside air. Head end power with the included the train line power with the distribution shall be provided with both the overload and ground fault protection surface with the power purpose for the otherwise propelling of the equipment shall be connected with their power source through circuit breakers equivalent current limiting device. Each auxiliary circuit shall be provided with the circuit located with the nearest practical point of the connection for the source of the power of the circuit. However, such protection may be diminished from the circuits controlling safety critical devices. Electrical system continued. Main battery compartment shall be isolated with the cabin and passenger setting with the air with the non-combustible air with the battery shall be produced. The explosive gas shall be designed with the explosive concentration with the gas power dissipating resistor shall be adequately vented to prevent overheating and under any load condition. Power dissipation grid shall be designed with the installed with sufficient insulation for the isolation to prevent combustion between the resistor and elements of combustible material. Power dissipation resistor circuit shall incorporate the warning protective devices, low ventilation, airflow, over temperature for the or short circuit failures. Alright, safety applying for the 238-429 general requirement. The handrail of the passenger both side with all the stuff of the boarding of the departing of the train of the power vehicle shall be equipped with the handrails, handhold for the crew members for the get on and off of the vehicle safely throughout the entire length with the handrails, handholds shall be color contrary for the color of the vehicle with the body of which have been fastened maximum distance over the top of the rail, the tube at the bottom of the vertical handrail. The handholds shall be 51 inches, minimum distance shall be 21 inches. Safety applying for the general requirements continue. Rear vertical handrails, handholds shall be installed with a continue with a point of the least equal to the height of the top of the edge of the control car cab door. Minimum hand clearance distance between the vertical handrail, handhold, and vertical body with 2.5 inches from the entire length. All vertical handrails, and handholds shall be securely fastened with the vehicle body. If the length of the handrail exceeds 60 inches, it shall be securely fastened with the power vehicle to the body with the 2 fasteners at each end. Safety appliances for mechanical failures. All safety appliances shall be securely fastened with the car body structure with mechanical fastening, mechanical strength greater than or equal to that of a half-inch diameters, SAE grade steel with a bolt and mechanical fastener. Safety appliance mechanical fastener shaft, mechanical strength with a fatigue of the resistance equal to greater than a half-inch diameter SAE steel bolt.
The windows were down on your car.
I know, I put them down.
I know, and it's cool. It's going to get cold tonight.
Put them up, yeah.
I already put them up because animals might want to jump inside your car and sleep there.
Okay.
And we surely don't want to house any nasty skunks.
Alright. Mechanical fasteners should be installed with a positive means to prevent unauthorized removal of self-locking threaded fasteners do not meet with the requirements of mechanical fasteners shall be installed to facilitate inspection. Safety appliances semi-permanently coupled equipment. The following safety appliances required with the semi-permanently coupled equipment. Automatic couplers with the coupled with unpacked with the leading and the trailing end of the train set. Uncoupling lever for the other device should provide what it does not require for the person to go between the unit with a handhold parking brake within the train that can be applied with a release manually capable of holding train on 3% grade. Safety appliance for the non-semi-permanently coupled equipment. The following safety appliances required with the non-semi-permanently coupled equipment. Automatic couplers with a couple with impact on each of the unit of the train set. Uncoupling levers of the device provided but it does not require the person to go between the unit's handbrake, cell step, and side hand holds. 231.14. Safety appliance exemption. The following safety appliance exemptions apply with a semi-permanently coupled unit that need not to be equipped with sill steps and side handholds that would normally be used to safely perform the coupling and uncoupling operation. If the uncoupling is due only with the maintenance facility, the non-semi-permanently coupled unit shall be equipped with a handbrake, and sill step, and inside handholds according to the part 231.14. The 2 train steps to couple from the signal train with a non-semi-permanent coupled by an automatic coupler with the automatic coupler end of the shall be equipped with the handbrakes and sill step with the handholds inside handholds for the requirement of 231.14. If the train sets are semi-permanently coupled, these safety appliances are not required. Braking system 238-431 general. Passenger train braking system should be capable of stop with the train with the maximum operating speed with the signal spacing with existing with the track over the with the train is operating under the work case adhesion conditions. Brake system shall be designated to allow the inspector to determine the brake system function properly without having to place himself or herself in a dangerous position on, under, or between equipment. Brakes emergency operation. Passenger equipment shall provide an emergency brake application feature to produce the irretrievable stop at the use of the brake rate with a consistent prevailing adhesion, passenger safety, and brake system thermal capacity. The emergency brake application shall be available at any time and shall be initiated by any unintentional parting of the train. Emergency brake application means that the initiative of the emergency brake application will provide with the 2 locations each unit of the train unless the unit of the train 45 feet or less for the length of the minimum initiative of the emergency brake application need not only to be provided at 1 location in the unit. Emergency communication 238-437. The means of the emergency transmission throughout the train shall be provided at each end of the passenger car with adjacent to the car indoors for the accessible both passenger and crew members without requirement of the use of the tool or other implemented use. Unless the passenger does not exceed 45 feet in length, the only 1 transmission location is required. Transmission location, visibility, etc. Transmission line shall be clearly marked with luminescent material and clear, understandable operating instructions near each transmission location and have the backup power with a minimum period of 90 minutes. Doors 238-439. Each passenger car shall have a minimum of 2 exterior side doors with each door providing a minimum clearing opening with a dimension of 30 inches horizontally by 74 inches vertically. Each powered exterior side door with each of the side such that the passenger car shall have the manual override device that can capable of releasing the door to permit it open without the power of the both side of the outside of the car load adjacent to the door, which control of the design maintained with the so that the person may access the override device of the both inside of the outside of the car without requiring use of the tool or other implementing and instead each each of the powered exterior side door of the passenger car with a shall be displayed with the crew with the operating cab. If the door interlocks, U for the sensor for the U for the detect the train motion shall be predominantly set for the operate 3 miles per hour. Doors and manual override device cover that each powered exterior side door of the passenger car shall be connected with the emergency backup power system. The railroad may protect with the manual override device U for the open of the powered exterior door with a cover or screen capable of the removal with requiring use of the tool. Other implement passenger compartment indoor with the other door with the providing access to the exterior of the train set shall be equipped with a kick-out panel, pop-out window, and other similar means with egress of the event of the door will not open and shall so be designed to pose the negligible probability of the becoming inoperable in the event of the car body distortion following the collision or derailment. Alright, emergency roof of the entrance for the 238-441. Each passenger car with a power cab shall have the minimum one roof heads for the emergency entrance location on the minimum operating 18 inches by 24 inches, or at least one clearly marked structural weak point with a roof that having the minimum opening with the same dimension to provide quick access to the properly equipped emergency response personnel. Automated monitoring 238-445. Each passenger train shall be equipped with the monitor performance of the following systems. Components of the reception of the cab signal, the train control signals, truck counting, dynamic brake status, friction brake status, fire detection system, head-end power status, all-order and deadman control, wheel slide, tilt system, if so equipped with the onboard bearing temperature sensor, if so equipped. Automated monitoring, corrective action. Corrective action shall be taken if the system look well defect for the material for the train operator's ability to safely operate with the train. Immediate corrective action includes the limiting of the speed of the train. The monitoring system shall design with an automatic self-feature that notifies the train operator of the monitoring capabilities functioning correctly with alerts of the train operator where the system failures occur. Train operator controls and power car cab layout 238-447. The loader shall provide with the power cab, but if not acknowledged by the loader, shall cause the brake application to stop with the train with the power cab information display with shall be designed with following characteristics: simplicity with standardization, essential safety, critical information shall be displayed as default condition. Operator selection shall be required with the display of the default information. Cab or train control signal shall be displayed for the operator, and the display shall be readable with the operator's normal position under all lighting conditions. Power car cab seats. Seats shall be provided with the employed with the regularly assigned to occupy the power car cab. The floor-mounted seat shall secure with the car body. The equipped with lumbar support that is adjustable from the seat with a position. Equipped with force assist vertical height adjustment. Operated with the seat position. Equipped with the manual reclining seat back and adjust from the seated position. Equipped with adjustable headrests and equipped with the folding padded armrests. Alright, this is the end of Module 6.